Hello viewers, Maswera. My name is Ronald Hwekwa Makusha. Welcome to African Beyond Television Network. Apa tiri kupakurira nyaya dzezvinhu zvinoitika mukati menyika yeZimbabwe tichitarisa nyaya dzakasiyana-siyana. We are looking at Daddy Hope's arrest, Hopewell Chin'ono's arrest in the year 2020, how he was arrested, what had happened, what caused his arrest. Then we look forward to see whether there is a difference from Robert Mugabe's government, Emerson Mnangagwa's government, and we conclude whether we need a new government or we need to continue with this one. So I will get into the videos so that you see for yourself what was happening, how he was being arrested, so that we can get to the conclusion of this matter. Stay tuned.
We have just arrived at Hopewell's house after receiving an SOS that his home had been surrounded by about 8 state security agents, and they broke the glass at his door, gained entry, and he has been abducted. We are not sure where he has been taken because his worker says they did not produce any warrant when they came to his house.
So you have seen Madame Mutetwa showing us how they arrested him. Honestly speaking, that was no longer an arrest. It was now a burglary which was happening. But let's get further with these videos so that you really understand what was really happening here.
We need air to circulate COVID.
Health first.
Well, whatever relates to the camera, it is not covered by the warrant. And it was specifically excluded because the Zulu will spend an hour arguing about the camera. So any policeman who goes to a magistrate and does not specifically say it's camera, it's because he knows that the camera is not included. Articles and documents do not include the camera.
In fact, we were all here last night. They could even have specified if they wanted the camera, they could have specified the exact specifications of the camera. It's not there in the warrant. The warrant speaks of search and seizure of documents.
And articles. Used in the commission of the offense. Camera was never used. Documents, plenty of them here. If they were not used in the specifics of what's in the warrant enforcement statement, you can't take them.
In fact, the camera is just there to produce the snaps and videos. It has got nothing to do with it to be an exhibit in court.
There was no tweet done by the through the camera. Yeah, this is why we wanted to see the affidavit station. They refused. Because everything is a secret. The Constitution talks of transparent justice. The police practice, making justice where you are given documents at the last minute. You cannot prepare. You cannot research in advance.
And whatever we can argue after, the seizing aspect of the warrant is on document only.
So you have seen for yourself AK-47 being wielded for just to arrest a journalist, to arrest somebody with just a camera. It's so funny. So let's get to the last video so that we get to the conclusion of this matter as soon as possible.
No, it's not you who's doing this.
The system.
It's the system. Because the system does not want to be exposed, because it's treating citizens badly. It does not want to be exposed, because it's stealing money meant for COVID, meant for drugs. Right now, Manesis Amuma Hospital, the system is causing that. And when we expose to Msabe Mari, my guys are exposed 200 million on mechanization. It's now Badaro. But we are suffering today. So, as I've said, my brother, I've made peace with myself. Even if you lock me up for a year, I'm happy. My sister, God's my joy. Don't worry, don't cry for me. I know why I'm being arrested. And I'm happy to be arrested for that. Even in the Kauraiwa, I will know I would have died for something worthwhile. Makafa Rwanda, Anatomugara, they wanted to leave, but they died doing something that is right. And for that, Mr. Chafa, I'm happy to be arrested, to be jailed, or to be killed. I don't mind. Because I know I would have died doing something good for my country. I know I would have died doing something good for the grandmothers in Lotito, in Murewa, in Gwanda, in Bedbridge. Vargufa, Varmzimba, Wasinamarema, BP. That's what I'm fighting for. I don't need money.
So the reason why I brought these issues is that on 20 July 2020, Hopewell Chin'ono was arrested like a terrorist. They arrested him as they were arrested, as if he was a terrorist. Even Chidumo and Masendeke, I don't think that when they were arrested in such a way. Criminals are walking scot-free, whilst journalists, whilst politicians and activists are arrested like this. I have shown you the reason why in 2023, we must not consider this government. We must not vote for this government. Why? When you talk about bad schools, they arrest you. When you talk about bad hospitals, they arrest you. When you talk about corruption, they arrest you. That is in their culture. But they don't just arrest you. The way they arrest you in an embarrassing manner. In a way, other people would actually be taught a lesson to say, this is a clear lesson to other people who might want to speak against the government. So, Team Zimbabwe, today, this is the anniversary. We are celebrating the veteran, Hopewell Chin'ono. He has been there, he has been in the trenches. He is somebody whose life is good. He does have a house, he does have cars, he does have projects which he is running. But he is there fighting for you, fighting for me, fighting for us. He is there exposing corruption for the sake of the poor, for the sake of the vulnerable. And we made this day to remember him. We made this day to remember how inhumanly he was arrested. You have seen for yourself the first clip where they had to use force to enter into his home. They broke the glass and they forced themselves in. The second clip, you actually saw the lawyers were there. What was now happening is that they wanted to take the cameras, but the crime which was being against him was that he had tweeted. So when somebody tweets, there is no need to collect a camera because you don't tweet with a camera. So you can actually see that this is how the victimized, the activists speak. So thank you very much for coming. We will come back. Ninyaya mbiri. Paninyaya yemari Harare residents have rejected the Pomona deal. And also the issue of Job Sikala. I was in court today. We need to update you about that issue. So once we finish to compile the evidence, we'll come with that story and tell you as it was happening in the court today. Thank you very much for coming. Please subscribe, comment, share, and don't forget to ring the notification bell.